People often struggle with where to look when they're doing junctions and certain other things on the road. This video, I'm hoping, is going to help a lot of people out. Most people tend to stare at the give-way line as they're approaching junctions rather than actually looking at the cars right and left to see when they can go. What you should be doing when you're doing a left turn is following the inside of the bend. What that means here is following the yellow line to the left. Combine that with looking to the right at the cars and looking to the left, and you will find out when to go and what you've got to do. Looking at the give-way line does neither of these things. Depending on the sharpness of the corner, that should mean quite often you see the yellow line to the left in the left-hand corner of your windscreen. Here's an example of how it shouldn't be done. Watch how this pupil stares at the give-way line for too long, then gets panicked about the car to the right, stares at the car to the right for too long, and then ends up not following the left curb. Because of this, I had to dual control the pupil and they actually stopped over the give-way line, inconveniencing the red car. Then notice how sharp of a steer the pupil has to do to actually get round to the left. Notice you also can't see the curb in the left corner of the window, and also notice how long it takes the pupil to complete the turn. Let's have a look at the junction again. This time the approach is a lot better. It's a lot slower. The pupil was looking right and left. They followed the left curb. They were able to keep the car just moving slowly and take effective observation, exiting the road quickly and safely. Let's have a look at some right turns. The common mistake that people make when they're turning right is to keep staring forward and not actually look to the right hand side to the road that they're turning into. It's actually very similar to the left hand side, where people tend to stare at the cars rather than actually look towards where they're going to. At your point of turn, you should have already done sufficient observations ahead to know it's clear, and you should actually look to the right round the centre line of the new road to do your steering. As with any steering, lift your eyes far up the road as you exit the corner to help you straighten up. This process can be simplified if we have a look at a normal left bend. First of all, this is very similar to the turning left and turning right. People tend to stare at what they're scared of. Now here, you can practice this on any corner that you do, but make sure that you don't stare forward. What we're trying to stop here is you looking at the white line in the middle of the road that surrounds the pink area. What you need to be doing is following the left curb or near the yellow lines that we can see, and also trying to be looking as far around the corner as you possibly can. So you're glancing at the left curb and looking far past and beyond the corner, not directly in front of you. This will help you see the parked taxi really early and straighten up at the correct time. Now for the rights. Remember, don't look in front at the curb, look round the white line and up round near the red car. Now for some roundabouts. Here you should be looking far round the left curb and watching what the red van's doing. Now you know it's clear, look far onto the roundabout and be trying to start to follow the inside curb of the roundabout. At this point, don't be staring in front of you where the blue vehicle's coming from. You should be looking far to the right near the yellow bollard and looking up into your exit road. Now again, far round the left curb as you can possibly see. This is just an example for this roundabout. You'll have to adapt where you look to suit the roundabout that you're on. Now let's have a look at the same roundabout in real time, as if you were just staring over the front of the car. This is what most pupils do when they're scared. No wonder people find it difficult. To fix this, practice basic things, like when you're stopping up to a white line, don't focus at the line, focus past and beyond up where the white car is. Or even when you're stopping behind a car, don't look at the back of the car. Again, look past and beyond it and trust your peripheral vision to do your stopping, managing the space between you and the black car. Get practicing. This is one of the most important things you can improve on when you're learning to drive.